was supposed to go, and then goddamn, when I was talking to Swiss, I was like, shit, man, yeah, I'd do it, but really, the motherfucker that really would be the one, it ain't gonna happen. But if Gucci, Young and Gucci, that the one. And then he hit me back. He was like, shit, Tip, don't even trip. I think we gonna get Gucci to do it. I said, well, you don't need me then. But that's the one.
Hold up,
what I mean?
But didn't Jeezy and Gucci already?
No, they were before it happened.
Oh, okay, before it happened.
Before it happened, they were talking to me.
Okay. But I'm saying, so right now.
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke, though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man out. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now, here we are trying to think about other people who would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
We mentioned Wayne, and Wayne wouldn't be bad.
What's good, Mo? Now, I ain't gonna hold you. T.I. and 50 Cent, that would be a dope-ass versus. That would be fire. And I gotta be completely honest here. I'm a huge fan of both 50 and T.I. I've been a fan of T.I. ever since I'm serious. My homeboy used to come up to Maryland, and he was from Atlanta. And I remember one day he was listening to a CD. I was like, who are you listening to? He's like, man, this dude from Atlanta, his name T.I., man, he cold. I'm like, what's the album called? He said, I'm serious. I was like, let me borrow that junk. So I borrowed it. I was like, man, this nigga kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't forgave myself. That's my motherfucking record. Okay, love that record. Funny story. I was, where was we at? We was at Trap City Cafe, and we had just left Uptown Comedy. Bill Bellamy had performed. So Bill Bellamy, T.I., I think, was Tiny there? Can't remember Tiny there, but we all left Uptown and went to Trap City Cafe, excuse me. And, we kicking it or whatever, and I tell Tip, I'm like, yo, still ain't forgave myself that I'd fuck with that record, bro. That was my record back in the day. 2 minutes later, the DJ starts playing that record. And Tip comes up to me, he like, yeah, you told the DJ to play that song, huh, motherfucker? I was like, nah, I had nothing to do with it. He was like, yeah, whatever. And just walked off, funny as shit. So I definitely been a fan of T.I. for a minute. 50, anything 50 do, I'm a fan of. Power is one of the only shows that I was like, missed the first 4 episodes and still watch the whole thing. If I don't catch the first couple episodes of a show, I'm just not watching that show. But it was 50 Cent. I said, hey, anything 50 Cent got going on, I'm going to support it. Okay? And I met 50 before, too. It wasn't kind of the same way, but, he was leaving out of the venue on his last tour, the final stop, whatever that world tour was that he just did a couple years ago. And he came outside and he dapped me up. That's about it. I don't even think he knew who I was. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that 50 Cent and T.I. would be a dope-ass versus because I think 50 Cent has had bigger hits in terms of like just, sales and all that, this, that, and the third. So it would be bigger in terms of the hits that he has. But T.I. has not only had some big hits, I think T.I. has more hits. Remember, verses is hits, song for song. Now, you might not just do your hits. You know what I'm saying? You might do album cuts. You might do, stuff that wasn't released commercially per se. So if you do that, to be completely honest, we're talking about mainstream commercial-wise. We're talking about Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre. I don't know if you can really do anything from the G-Unit album because Banks and Buck ain't fucking with 50 no more. I don't think you can really, it's certain songs you can do from that third album, but with T.I. it's a little bit different. You got trap music, you got Urban Legend, you got the King album, you got a nice, long, extensive catalog of music to choose from if you're talking about T.I.'s side. So me personally, if I had to guess, even though it would make more sense to say that 50 Cent would win the Verzuz, in my personal opinion, I think it would be a lot closer than people probably realize. I think it would actually be very, very close. But I think T.I. would edge out just a little bit. Now, that depends on what songs he brings out, because I'm only thinking about the songs that I can remember off the top of my head right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I drive around all day listening to 50 Cent and T.I. together going back and forth, I still believe that it's going to be very close, but I'll be like, damn, I forgot about this song. Damn, I forgot about this. Damn, what's Tip going to do when 50 bring this out? Damn, what 50 going to do when T.I. plays this one? So this would be a very interesting and very dope Verzuz nonetheless. But in classic 50 Cent fashion, of course, he had to respond in the way that only 50 Cent knows how, which is trolling. See, I keep telling y'all, I love 50 Cent. I'm a fan of 50 Cent. But 50 Cent has shown us time and time again that when it comes to music, it seems like he wants to run. I'm just telling you how it's coming across. The man has had opportunity after opportunity. He ain't respond to Banks, not Banks, Fab, Jim Jones, Dave East, and Mano did the whole diss song to him, and he ain't respond with that. So 50 will respond online, and you could say, hey, the man is almost 50 years old, or is 50 years. I think he's 49. He's a multi-millionaire on his way to being a billionaire, if not already a billionaire. He's running a whole movie and film production studio. He don't got time to get in the booth and go back and forth with these niggas. But you got time to get on the internet and post this. So 50, in response to T.I. saying he don't want no smoke, posts this clip from T.I.'s Crime Stoppers video.
Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIPS. Channel 2, community coverage you can count.
In the caption, he says, I know Atlanta niggas pick and choose that they support, but y'all gotta do better. LOL, keep my name out your mouth. Branson Cognac. It's just funny as 50. Cause I don't do no switching. I told y'all niggas that play with me, man. Yeah. 50 versus Tip, nigga, you the one with the Tip hotline, nigga. I don't fuck with no snitch ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I go up on the motherfucking stage, cause the actual thing about it is if I go on the Verzuz and I go against the actual T.I., I would actually have more hit songs and actual records than the actual T.I. I did more with 2 albums than the actual T.I. did with actually like 4 of his albums, man. I ran the early 2000s, man. I didn't just run New York, I ran the world. My legs are tired, man. Yeah, it's 50. Yeah, I would love to see that as a Verzuz, but going back to what they originally said, I think that T.I. versus Wayne is really the Verzuz that we need to see. Now, Wayne wasn't there for the Cash Money No Limit Verzuz, and I'm actually happy that he wasn't, because that wasn't a real Verzuz, if you ask me. It was a part of Complex Con, so a lot of people wasn't even there just for that. It was too much going on. They didn't have enough time. They cut them off. It was just a lot going on. So I would rather see a real No Limit versus Cash Money Verzuz. But if Wayne is going to do a Verzuz, it need to be Wayne by himself. And I think T.I. would be one of the perfect opponents. But then again, I don't know, because Wayne just got, his catalog is crazy. Like, this nigga has 1 million songs, like literally. But anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. All my motives and most of things. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later.
If I had a machine that could travel through time. I would go back some years with a Mac and a 9, 2 Uzis with a few grenades in my hand, 8Ks, HKs, more Ks than the Klan. Fuck a nigga gonna do against me with a musket. I'm talking about them days they would stone you in public. You probably go back in time to meet Jesus Christ. I'd ask Jesus for help to steal Judas Ice. Amen.
You got music, you got a business, you got a product or service, but you're not making enough money off of it because you don't have enough exposure. DM or email me right now to get promoted on my platforms. I have 850,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have 460,000 followers on Instagram. I have the following that you want to get seen in front of. I was able to increase the sales of this Amazon book off of a YouTube sponsorship with just 30,000 views. And I was able to give this artist 15,000 views with the Instagram repost in less than 24 hours. So DM or email me at bookingcranklucas@gmail.com right now to get more exposure and more money for your business.